But you see, James, in '87, Huey released this, 4, their most accomplished album. I think their undisputed masterpiece is Hip to Be Square, a song so catchy.
On the ground.
Welcome to the podcast where we talk about anything and everything that comes out of the crap chute. I'm your host, JD. This is my co-host,
Paul Allen.
James. I call him James. Everyone else calls him Jimmy. It just works like that. And a lot of things have happened this week.
Hey, JD. They sure have.
Hey, James.
I really want us to film like our own version of that. Like,
well, you want me to walk in with the Joker slip, putting the Joker suit on? It's like, hey, Murray.
Yeah, I was talking about us doing a crapshoot version, but us recreating Joker in that.
Yeah, it's just the Joker suit.
I'm sure someone.
Last week I gunned down 3 people in the subway. I took out my pistol and I started blasting.
This song names the main theme that he dances to in the bathroom.
I undisputably committed murder.
Hey, Arthur, what's with all the balloons on the ground?
You some kind of clown or something?
Hey, Murray. Huh?
Anyway, should we get a little dangerous?
Yeah, let's get dangerous.
Actually, maybe we should save the dangerousness for later.
Is the dangerous thing what you sent me, or is there something I'm unaware of?
There might be something you're unaware of. I'm not sure if you've heard about it yet, because it's pretty recent news. But let's talk about
is it something
thing.
I would know?
Maybe.
Okay, so it's not like a Rooster Teeth thing.
No, it's not a Rooster Teeth thing.
Really
it's not a Rooster Teeth thing. I know you and Rooster Teeth have long since been, conjoined. You're basically conjoined twins at this point.
They are my father. Yeah,
they raised you.
Who is my father?
Poorly, I should add, but anyway.
That's an Avatar 2 thing, by the way.
Oh, okay. No one could see it, but he was spazzing out because his webcam is turned on and he's spazzing out. That's what was happening.
In Avatar 2, a character says, "Who is my father?"
Well, how about we talk about Avatar 2 first, huh? So, movie 10 years in the making. Well, I guess they haven't. Were they making it for 10 years, or did they just not?
Well, I think they started filming technically back in 2019 and only recently finished the effects.
Mm-hmm.
I had to watch it in 3D, by the way, because
that's interesting, because I also watched the first Avatar movie in 3D, which was not good because I was blind. So I couldn't wear my glasses over the 3D glasses.
The movie was blurry. The 3D glasses off and it looked the same.
No, I tried just watching it without the 3D glasses, but the screen was it was like double vision if you don't wear the 3D glasses, so it's unfortunate.
See, what you do, JD, is you kind of put one 3D glass on, then you put your glasses on, you kind of have them going like an X across your face.
So what I do is I basically bring my welding kit into the theater, and I pop the lenses out of the 3D glasses, and then I slowly meld them together with my glasses to produce a prescription 3D glasses.
One would call them bifocals. I could see in both standard and 3D.
Yeah, I could turn it on and off. Anyway, how was the movie? Was it good?
It was solid. It was solid.
I mean, you say a lot. I don't really trust your opinion on movies at this point.
I've been told that I have bad opinions, but I don't give a shit.
Yeah, sure.
I don't care.
It sounds just like the Way of Body guy when he was doing his apology thing. I guess it wasn't apology. Sorry, Way of Body, whatever the streamer was, the one that was.
We Found Body.
Yeah, We Found the Body or something.
Great name, fucking name.
What he was like is like, all these whiners coming to my chat. Whatever, I don't even care. I don't even care.
I don't care. I don't care.
I don't care. You don't understand me, chat.
I did go to his Twitch, and I was gonna
you're that person who when people tell you not to go and interact with these people and hate on them, you're the guy who goes there and starts hating on them.
Well, I wanted to see if people were. I wanted to see what the atmosphere of his chat was. He wasn't screaming, he wasn't streaming, so I was like, oh, I don't want to wait around to see, so I just blocked him. I was just
What?
like, I don't want to.
Why would you block him?
I don't know. If at some point he ever comes up again, I never have to like see him.
Really? But
Yeah, just preemptive.
would it be awesome content if you see him again?
Nah,
All right, James.
I'd probably feel a bit too angry.
No, I understand, James. It's because he's a certain race that you dislike very much, and I fully understand why you would do that.
He's Navi.
No, he's something called Caucasian.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's from one of your areas.
he's from where you're from, huh?
No, he's one of them.
One of those people in quotation.
I say people because I don't know if he's human.
So what's Avatar 2 about?
So
I forgot what Avatar 1 was. Wasn't it just they're going to go colonize a planet, and then it turns out there's Native Americans there, and they're like, nah, fuck off. And it turns out
they weren't going to colonize. They were going to hold on.
Oh, great! No, someone's distracting him from the thing. Or whatever. It's like maybe something really important, serious. But anyway, I'll recap Avatar 1 since I remember it perfectly ever since I watched it in the blurry 3D.
So the first one is about them going to the Na'vi world because they were going to mine a very specific resource that is cleverly named unobtainium.
Blood diamonds.
No, unobtainium.
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 Unobtainium. Wow.
Wow.
That's a cool name. Go on.
Right. And they were going to mine unobtainium, but then they found that there's Na'vi, and that the greatest source of unobtainium is in where the tree-dwelling Na'vi specifically reside. So they
not the water-dwelling ones.
No, we meet them in the second movie.
I didn't even know. I'm a genius. James Cameron should bring me on as a writer.
Why do you think it's called The Way of Water?
I don't know. Maybe they have waterbenders there.
You're right.
Do they waterbend?
No spoilers.
Okay.
Something happens. I can't say it.
Something happens with water. Okay.
No way. And then they're like, Jake Sully, your twin brother died because he got stabbed by some guy in a bar. You want to take his place? Because you're our only
Who was Jake
match?
Sully? Was he just a miner, or?
Yeah, Jake Sully was not. Well, I think he was a soldier, but like because he was disabled, he wasn't like.
Oh, he was a disabled.
Duty.
He was like a disabled war veteran or something.
Yeah, he was in like a wheelchair and stuff, and I think there's a deleted scene that goes more into it. But basically, they're like, Jake Sully, your twin brother, he piloted the Avatar and everything, so we need you to now pilot his Avatar because he got killed in like a bar fight or some shit.
And the Avatar is them like taking the dead bodies of Nai or something. And
no, they grow like false bodies basically that are like
fake bodies.
Identical, but they have like little features that are human that make their avatars different from Na'vi.
Okay.
Because they have 5 fingers
instead of the Na'vi's 4 fingers. 4 fingers with no opposable thumb.
No opposable thumb. No pinky, I guess.
Oh, so they went Family Guy kind of hand.
Yeah, they went Family Guy hand. And he has to blend in, but then he falls in love with the beautiful Natiri, who I think was actually 19.
So Jake Sully was the original furry in that universe.
No, Jake Sully was John Smith, the real John Smith.
What?
John Smith, most famously known to history, is the guy that like married Pocahontas and stuff. Pocahontas was a child he had taken as a slave and forced into marriage.
I said furry, but I don't think Native Americans count as furries, though. James, I think most people would agree that they're human. I think they're human. They've got human blood flowing through their veins. So I wouldn't consider them like an animal. I mean.
So he has to blend in, and he's Sigourney Weaver's there, and she's like,
I forgot Sigourney Weaver was in the movie.
Sigourney Weaver's there.
She's always in every blockbuster.
Yeah, and they're like, we gotta blend in so we can get the unobtainium. And Stephen Lang, he's the evil general guy. He's like, you blend in, I'll get your legs back. And Jake Sully's like, is that ableist?
You son of a bitch, I'm in.
Son of a bitch, I'm in. Basically, but then Jake is like, oh wow, these are just really neat people. I don't, I don't,
Right.
I don't want to take
I
their
know what else
land.
happens. So at the
I
end of
don't
the
want to take their
movie,
land.
I guess Jake Sully betrays humanity and
Hmm.
sides
Michelle
with the Na'vi.
Rodriguez is like, and then she blows up. She's in it.
Yeah, and then I guess his his ship crashes or something, and then like the furry love interest goes and saves him or something. Then he
Oh no, he's
puts his
so they're
consciousness.
fighting. So Stephen Lang is in like a giant warship, but then it's crashing. So he jumps in his robot mech, his Gundam, his Genlock, and then he jumps out of the ship as it's crashing, and
I
then
was
he
talking about the very
kills.
end of the movie because
That's what I'm talking about right now. So then he like knocks out Jake's avatar body, but then he breaks the window to the compound that Jake's in. So he wakes up from his avatar body. He's like, because he can't breathe air.
right.
Uh, and then Natiri takes her bow and she kills Stephen Lang in his robot, and he goes,
Well, I was trying to skip all of this part, just
no,
get
no,
to
no, no,
the
no, no.
very end.
And so this is important because it comes up in two. So
Well, I thought you
then
said no spoilers. This
I didn't. This isn't a spoiler. It's in the trailer. It's in the trailer.
that's fair enough. I didn't watch the trailer, so
Yeah. It's still there.
I knew it. Scott Lang comes back in the Avatar 2.
And
He's
this
in a
is the
bigger
face he
mech
made when he
suit
died.
this time. He's in a bigger mech suit, and the
No, he's in
company
an avatar body of himself.
Wayland Utani comes in. They're like, you know what? We want this unobtainium, and they send out the little
And
virus
then
thing
William Afton arrives.
they send out their little Prometheus dude who stands at the top of the waterfall and injects himself with some crack cocaine, blackened crack cocaine.
He does this for a second. He goes,
Then he goes,
and then he like turns into like,
and then he
dust
falls
or
into the
something.
water and he creates life, new life on Navi that fights against the Navi.
So then Jake wakes up. So firstly, Sigourney Weaver dies.
Sorgoni Weaver.
So Sigourney Weaver dies and everything. I heard you play something. I heard your
It
hand
did play.
hit your
It did play.
keyboard. I heard your hand hit a keyboard. I don't know what it was, but I heard you hit
It was the
keyboard.
shortcut to play the down.
So Sigourney Weaver dies and they're trying to put her in her avatar body. But she dies. So she's now one with the tree. Important. And
You
then
can become one with the tree.
you can become one with the tree if you die in the process.
Now they're
transferred to your avatar
what
body.
do you call that? Trurries. If you're sexually attracted to trees and become one with trees.
JD, I know you've got your type 5 and you're really trying to get that routine down for this weekend, but
Hold on a second. I'm the one getting interrupted now.
yeah, I'm going to continue now that JD's the one being interrupted. So Natiri is like, I see you, Jake Sully. And then they're hooking him up to the tree and he's like, oh, we kicked all the humans off of Navi world. Pandora, that's what it's called. I forgot. Pandora. We kicked them off Pandora.
That's why they call it unobtainium.
Because it's Pandora's box.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. So.
Wait, that doesn't make any sense.
Wait. So they kick him off the planet and everything, and then they're like, the way it ends because he like opens his eyes in the Avatar body. It's Avatar. Avatar 2.
That's why they
Picks
call
up
it. That's
right
why they.
where it left off.
That's
JD.
why they name it that. Oh my god.
Picks up.
That's
right
why it's
where
called
it left
Avatar.
off. Exact second it left off. So Jake,
okay.
he's in the jungle.
You don't have to run through all of Avatar 2. You literally just say you don't want to do a spoiler.
No, I was just fucking around. So Avatar 2, they like immediately it jumps through the like 10-year time gap. It's like, here's what happened. They had 4 kids.
Okay.
Humans live on this world, but only the nerd scientists. They
kept the beta males on the planet.
Yes, it's basically what they say. They're really like, yeah, we kept the scientists who would agree with us.
What did nerd scientists
soldiers
do?
at all?
What do? They just
They know how to
Every
operate
soldier is a
Avatars.
bad guy. Is that how it is now in the world?
I mean, in Avatar, all soldiers are just dumb meathead jocks.
I understand it. It
Like
just
to
makes
the nth
sense.
degree. I cannot stress that
Every
enough. That is
soldier, every
literally
soldier is just your coworkers.
the first soldiers we see after Jake gets on the planet is the bald dude and like his friend who are just the dumb jock dudes like fresh meat. And then they die. They die at the end of the movie. One of them gets fucking stomped in the head and he makes a noise. He goes, he gets fucking stomped. The other one just gets trampled.
The way Discord cuts off your screams makes it really funny.
I'm really accurately describing it too. By the way, the bald guy comes back. He's also in an Avatar.
Dude, he's still
Not
alive?
the other guy. Well, he's alive because they had copied his memory consciousness and uploaded him into an Avatar body.
Just like
now they only have
Cyberpunk
one life.
2077.
No, JD. What are you, fucking nerd scientist?
I'm not a nerd.
Yeah, and so it's like they do the time skip and stuff, and then the humans, they're back, but not for unobtainium, for something else. And they're trying to kill, Jake Sully, and they're doing raiding attacks and stuff. And but Jake Sully and his
Blitzkrieg.
team, Jake Sully and his team, because they're avatars, they are just in all ways literally better.
Oh, I guess so.
They're all Navis with guns, so automatically
I guess Navi with technology is better than just human technology. So it's like a simple addition. It's simple addition,
listen,
James.
Cavemen are stronger than us. I'm very sure of that. Give a caveman a gun,
Sure.
tell him how it's done. That's the most dangerous living being. That is the Punisher.
I don't know if that's exactly how that'll check out.
That's how it worked. That's how this movie works.
And I'm also not sure if cavemen were that strong. Maybe you're talking about like Neanderthals, I guess. I'm pretty sure they were stronger.
I watched 2001: A Space Odyssey, which the Barbie trailer parodies. Barbie trailer played before the movie, by the way.
What are you talking about? I don't understand any of what you just said.
The movie for the doll Barbie, starring Margot Robbie and Ryan
I didn't even know there was a movie for it.
Ryan Gosling plays Ken. Simu Liu from Shang-Chi is in it.
What are you saying, dude? Anyway, what'd you give Avatar 2 out of 10?
So then they go to the water.
and then the love interest says to Jake Sully, "You don't understand, Jake Sully. I am the Avatar, the way of the water."
Avatar 2,
and then she picks up a little scoop of water and drinks it, and it spits into Jake Sully's face, and then he becomes a Super Saiyan, and his Avatar body turns yellow instead of blue.
So you're not too far off.
I mean, I am a writer for the movie, so of course I know.
I really wish we could get like a private screening so we could just go in and riff the entire time.
Sure, James. You could just scrounge up your entire life savings. Maybe you have to sell off a couple organs and you just buy out an entire theater and we go in one day. It's only what, like
go to Red Rock, get one
few
of those
$1,000s. Well, anyway, James, what would you give it out of 10?
I'd give it like a solid 8.
Where 10 is the worst.
Oh, solid 8, maybe 8.5.
Oh, really? It's that good, huh?
Yeah, it's that bad.
I haven't heard anything about the movie ever since it came out. It's almost like nobody has seen it.
It did just come out. It just came out, JD. It came out yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yesterday it came out.
Hey, if it isn't a first day blockbuster, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
Endgame wasn't a first day blockbuster.
It was pretty big on the first day, though.
They literally had to put it out in the movie theaters like 3 times and then give it unfinished effects on the last time because they're like, new scenes. And it's like, oh, hey, here's an entire scene where they just straight up rip off a scene from Superman. Like, not even joking. They just rip an entire scene from Superman, The Way of Peace, or whatever the fucking movie was called. But it's Hulk. It's really bad CGI. It's really bad. It's the mouth.
Oh, what type of avatar are you?
On the CG model. No, I know, but I'm remembering the mouth doesn't move on the Hulk model, so he's just just talking.
Come out. No.
No.
Tony, what are you doing? enter zombie Tony. And he
We
and he
are the way of.
flies at Mark Ruffalo in the animated series, and then the cape comes in and saves Mark Ruffalo at the last moment.
Dude, I hate fucking Marvel Zombies, the animated version that they made. It's so dog shit. It
It's bad.
lacks all the charisma of what Marvel Zombies is from the graphic novel. Like, the great thing about
Actually,
Marvel.
the graphic novel is way better than the animated series.
So the great thing about the comic, the graphic novel, Marvel Zombies
I saw you take off your headphones there. You can still hear me,
is
you
that
son of a bitch.
I can still slightly hear you just
Yeah.
behind my ear. But the great thing is that the zombies still keep the personalities of the superheroes. They're just now like bloodthirsty and
Well,
stuff.
that
It's
doesn't
great.
make any sense.
But anyways, so there's this like I'm
I
not
mean,
gonna
the most important thing is that I can't believe you went to go watch Avatar without me, and that's
I
you know
watched with my
that's.
family. Also, there were only 5 seats left in the theater, so
Oh, I definitely don't want to go watch. I didn't want to go watch it anyway. I don't even care.
it didn't mean you were watching it tomorrow. I've already bought the tickets.
No, well, that's too bad because I got to hang out with William tomorrow, and
And you can bring William and we can get introduced at Avatar
the
2 The
very
Way of
first
Water
thing.
in 3D.
Oh, I'm sure you'll love him, dude. He's a real down to earth dude, and totally not has a jaded sense of spending because of how rich his family is. So
And then William turns to me and he
for some
splits in
reason,
my face and he says, "We are Avatar 2, The Way of Water." And he spits water on
a
me.
lot of my friends have really weird sense of money because of how rich their family are. Like, did I tell you about my roommate who was Jewish and he came from like Chicago?
Oh, whoa, JD. Whoa, calm down, Yee.
Whoa, I wasn't gonna say anything bad about him. I just said that
I'm sorry. Wait, no. Wait, hold
all
on.
I
Hold on.
said,
Hold on.
all I
I'm sorry.
said was that
Oh, wait,
Hitler
hold
did
on. Hold on.
nothing wrong.
Hold on. Calm down, yay. It's E.
It's not yay, okay? It's yippee. I would like to.
It's actually Yeller. It's pronounced Yeller.
I'm actually yo. So
The E is silent.
I'm actually the Japanese yo. That's my new nickname, so I appreciate if you use only that and pronounce it the right way.
It's actually the Japanese yo, and then it has the ding 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 at the
Ding
end.
ding. No, it's the yo, and then it's the Chinese gong sound like dong.
This is so dumb. So tell me about your roommate.
Yeah, so I guess Avatar 2 is okay in James's
No,
eyes.
tell me about your roommate.
Oh, my roommate? Oh, he was he was Jewish and he came from Chicago. And he came from a pretty I guess he came from a pretty well-off family. Cuz yeah, he would spend a lot of money. That came out of nowhere. It almost seemed like
JD,
but it was pretty good for me.
It's because you don't rise and grind, my gamer.
I guess that's true. Cuz he was grinding pretty hard in that NFL game that he played, the one that made by EA. What would they call it? Madden? Madden NFL?
Maiden.
Yeah. He died. So Madden, not my roommate. Just want to make that clear.
For all the listeners,
Yeah. For all the listeners, when I said he died, I was referring to Madden, John Madden,
not your Jewish roommate.
not my Jew. Well, I mean, I don't know. He could have died. I don't know.
Clarify, the moment JD said that, I looked up from my phone as a foreboding red light shined on my face and just stared at my camera, waiting for him to clarify.
Anyway, that stuff's not important. He took me to this expensive Japanese restaurant, which I'm pretty sure cost.
Wait. Oh, a Japanese restaurant. Oh,
I think it was called like Nobu's or something. Yo, and we ate some wagyu beef, which I'm actually not a big fan of after tasting it.
you don't like Wagyu?
No, it's really fatty. It tastes really fatty. It's like super tender and stuff, but I'm not. I like more of like the solid meat kind of steak, and not really like this
liver.
Yeah, I really prefer that red meat.
Red wine. I don't wanna die. I hum under.
Anyway, the FNAF movie is It's in production and it's going hard
Woo!
with its new casting. I only found out about it because James sent me a little birdie tweet saying that Matthew Lillard and some other dude was being cast into the
Josh
FNAF movie.
Hartnett.
Sorry, who?
Josh Hartnett.
Josh Hartnett?
Yeah, it's something like that. I don't remember his last
I
name
don't think
properly.
I
But
remember typing his name in the Discord. It's like Hutchinson or something.
oh,
Hutcherson.
Hush. I'm thinking of a different person.
I see. Well, anyway,
Josh.
yeah, I was pretty excited after hearing that Shaggy was going to be in the FNAF movie.
I love how everybody immediately assumed who the two of them are going to play because, like, there's no other choice. Or is Matthew Lillard going to be Freddy?
Matthew Lillard is going to be Bonnie, and Bonnie is going to have the Shaggy voice.
Like Freddy.
I wonder if they talk in the. I wonder if the characters talk in the movie.
I think the best choice for them would be to do a timeline, not just like put it in one location.
Like how all the FNAF games are.
Yeah, like I feel like the idea, what it feels like to me, what they're doing is like FNAF 1, but then
But you tell me you don't want it to be like a Willy Wonderland?
No, because that's the problem with Willy Wonderland is that it's like you are there for just that one night, and it's like it's immediately resolved.
But it's about 5 nights.
Because if you put the entire story into those 5 nights, then it's all resolved. But then also the games, there is no story technically. That's what the great thing is, that the story is everywhere else but with the gameplay.
It's lore.
Yeah, the lore, except for like a couple of the games, but it's like 1 and 2 are really just you sitting in a room and just doing mundane tasks that have nothing to do with the story.
Mundane tasks like survival. Why do you laugh so hard, man? That was even a joke.
Why? The way that you kind of like half flubbed saying survive was just kind of funny to me. Just survive.
Survival.
Mundane tasks like survival.
Yeah.
But I think what would be smart is to have Matthew Lillard be William Afton and make him the charismatic character like the lore makes him out to be. But then also
I would love for Matthew Lillard to be re-typecasted as William Afton instead of Shaggy.
He would, dude.
It's so funny, dude. Purple guy.
Incredible.
It's me, William.
I'm sad that if this is true that they are both playing William and Michael Afton, then that probably means that they're not doing the British accents, which I always feel like are really left out from the characters because like the first times we ever heard
for some reason they're British.
No, they're just normally British, but then like I guess it makes sense that they're taking on the voice of the animatronic, not the voice, like their own voice when they're like fused with the animatronics. He would take on the voice of the original Bonnie rather than his own or something because he's dead inside of it.
Mm-hmm.
But
I see.
Yeah, I'm excited. I love the casting. I'm curious if we're wrong about who they're going to be though.
I mean, maybe we'd be pleasantly surprised in the roles they'd be casted in if they weren't what we think they are.
Yeah, like
I'm not sure how good of an actor Matthew Lillard is outside of Shaggy. I don't think I've seen him in anything other than Shaggy.
He's really good. He's done quite a lot of serious acting, like other than like just doing goofy Shaggy and like the fucking insane character from he was in the first
other
Scream.
Than being goofy Shaggy or woman Shaggy or buff Shaggy. I mean, Shaggy.
The psychopath Shaggy he played in Scream 1. The hacker Shaggy he played in the movie Hackers. The
Ultra Instinct Shaggy played in the movie Fist of the Dragon. Anyway,
he's done a lot of really serious acting, so I'm very curious if they're gonna have him play this as a comedy, which could work.
Is this like a big budget film or is it just like an indie film? Like
So you remember the movie Upgrade?
Yeah.
The one that has the actor that looks like Venom but isn't?
It looks like Tom Hardy but isn't Tom Hardy. His name was like Marshall Lee Green or something.
Yeah.
Lee Marshall
he's also
Green.
like an incredible actor.
He's a really good actor.
incredible. I really didn't want to see
If you
Upgrade,
don't know
but
who
then
he is, he's also in the Marvel movies as he's in
he
the
plays
Spider-Man
Shocker.
Homecoming as first Shocker.
He plays my favorite. So
Before the elephant takes the shock, like the elephant from Payday 2 takes the
shut the fuck up.
he's the elephant from Payday 2.
I know, but Bokeem Woodbine has a lot of roles that he's played.
And that's the one I love him most as.
AKA Soren 066 in the Halo TV show.
I love seeing all these like smaller named actors in like every single movie that I watch as side characters. It's like this. It's chains like chains in Payday 2.
Dude,
he's also in the Marvel movie.
He was Thanos. He was the first Thanos.
Was he? Oh,
Yeah,
I think he would have been great as Thanos.
He would have been incredible. Because they'd done Thanos with practical effects. They had stuck like a helmet, some makeup, a shoulder pauldron stuff, and then it's incredible prosthetic that they did for him. And he's the one that does the turn to the camera and smiles without saying anything.
Oh, I see.
In the first Avengers movie, but
I noticed him when he was in the Captain America
Civil
movie,
War.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah, he was like one of the
it was in Civil War.
He was one of the bioterrorists.
Yeah, he was one of the terrorists. Or that was fighting with was it a Black Widow or was it Captain America?
It was Black Widow and Falcon.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Just one of the unnamed thugs.
I think he's the one that gets shot down in the streets by Falcon. No murderer.
Anyway, he was
insane
great.
Person.
Yeah, I love all these guys.
Yeah, and Matthew Lillard, he's a serious actor and stuff, but
I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see the
movie. The reason I brought up Upgrade, I remember now, it is being made by Blumhouse, who had done Upgrade and stuff, who has done like Saw. They're very well known for like their low budget but really good quality like horror movies and stuff, as well as just bad.
Because I thought Upgrade was I thought Upgrade would like it works as even if it was a super. It feels like it's a high budget movie. It's super nice.
The gore is really great.
The gore is great. I like the style how they shot the action scenes.
Blumhouse is really good for knowing when to use their budget. Like I feel like that's something not a lot of
what to use their budget for.
Yeah, because like it's the world building that like I think the budgets really fit into. Like with the Invisible Man movie, which blew my mind with how good it actually was. Their budget, like you can really see where it's used specifically, like with the green screening effects of literally taking an entire man out of a scene. That's a whole one shot of them whipping a camera around. It's incredible.
Come on, James. Like, you think it's that tough, but you just plop an AI algorithm on top of it and it does the job for you. It's even free.
Truly not that easy. I cannot stress this enough. It's not.
Come on, James. Welcome to the future.
In Invisible Woman, there's this underground lab where
Invisible
the Invisible Man suit is made, and it's so, especially the suit itself when you see it, because it is a practical suit. When they show it like uncloaked, it looks
makes him invisible in real life too.
If you have trypophobia, that will fuck you up, but it's like it looks.
Do you
amazing.
have trypophobia?
No, I don't, because I'm not a pussy.
Well, you heard it here first, folks. If you have trypophobia, then you know you have one more person to hate in the world.
JD. But yeah, I feel like Blumhouse is going to do a really good job.
I wonder how scary it's going to be, if they're going to lean more toward the scary part or the comedic part, because FNAF is kind of, it's both of those things. It's both comedic
exactly. That's
and
why
scary.
I'm like, because I know when people think of Josh Hudson too, they think of Hunger Games mostly, where he played.
I've never watched Hunger Games.
He's the guy that paints himself into a brick, which
you sent me a gif of, and I was like, "What the fuck is this? This is in Hunger Games?
What? That's in Hunger Games." So, hey JD, fun fact: do you want to know how he's able to do that to himself?
How?
Because they established earlier in the movie he's a baker, and his fondant painting skills are amazing. Where did he get the supplies to paint himself into a rock?
Where did he get the supplies to make his props to the makeup team, because he looks like a rock.
Oh yeah, no, it's incredible, but it's also like incredibly impractical for the situation.
It's also very unrealistic. Very unbelievable that he'd be able to do that.
He made a prosthetic and molded it to the
Yeah, did
rock.
he have a mirror or something so he could see himself as he's doing it, or did he just guess and it just became perfect?
Natural, just natural.
It's just a natural born talent, I guess.
But yeah, no, it's he. People know him for that, which is a very serious and just kind of moody character he does the entire series.
Hmm.
But there's also a TV show he does on Hulu, I think it was, where he just played up being a comedian. He was just very comedic and physical, and it was like an action
Oh,
slash like just
so he can do both.
comedy thing. And so that's why I'm like, is it a comedy? Is it horror? Like,
Oh wait, I know.
I'm
Now I
very curious.
remember where I saw that actor from. The one you were talking about, the Hunger Games, Josh. He was in
Oh,
he was in Zathura.
he wasn't Sethura.
That's where I remember him from.
You want to know one other thing that's incredible, JD?
What?
He lost the Spider-Man role to Andrew Garfield.
Oh, he auditioned for Spider-Man?
He auditioned and he even did a screen test where they had him do an entire scene. They had him do wire work and stuff.
Oh, damn, that's nice.
I think it was the basketball court scene. They had him
Ah,
film that.
it's just that, but it's Josh Hutcherson.
Yes. I think it was either that or it was like a mock scene of him like getting in a fight with bullies.
Mm.
I can't remember exactly, but it was in the school somewhere. They had him do that, and then it was Andrew Garfield got it. Like
Oh,
they took
that's
him.
a tough decision, actually. They both make some pretty good. I think they would both make some pretty good Peter Parkers.
Oh, absolutely. Josh Hudson has the sort of like kind of dweeb look. No offense, he is a very
Whoa,
handsome man, but he
whoa.
also I think he was more recognizable as the sort of like dweeby character because of
Was
the
like a
roles
more
he'd taken.
youthful character?
So that played into it.
Does he just look young, or
No, I don't think he looks that young anymore. I think he's really like stopped looking young.
is it because he's old now?
Yeah. I think he's going from, 30s like something, late 30s or something, you know.
Oh, I see.
But yeah, I'm very curious because Matthew Lillard and Josh Hudson, I feel like they could play it either as very serious or joking or a bit of both.
Nice.
But
Well,
also, again,
we
I want to
both
know who they're playing. I
we
want to know who
definitely
they're
have to go
playing.
watch that movie then, right? That's
Oh,
not a
fuck
movie.
yeah, dude.
That's not a
Of
movie you're gonna go
course.
watch with your family.
No.
No,
No,
wait, you're telling your
JD.
family doesn't want to go watch the FNAF movie?
No, JD. I told my dad about the Barbie movie and he took it as a
Yeah,
personal offense.
that's nice.
Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, they put out the Barbie movie. He's like, I don't want to watch the Barbie movie. I'm like, oh, you don't
You
have
say
to. I'm just
another
letting you
word. Another word of Barbie comes out of your mouth.
know. Yeah, it was like wild. I was like, what? I'm not telling you what to watch. I'm just letting you know it's out.
Just letting you know, it's
Yeah,
something.
yeah, just keep
It's
you in
it's
the loop,
real.
man.
It's real. It's here.
I'm touching it. It's real.
Well, let's get dangerous now, huh?
Yeah, let's
After
get
all that
dangerous.
things, I mean, most people probably evacuate by this point. Have you heard about the OTK thing?
No, I have not. Tell me.
So apparently OTK has the stream, a little entertainment company. They have a knack for holding on to some pretty sus characters, I guess. First, it was the what was his name?
Mizkif?
It was Mizkif and his friend. I forgot his name. It was a Shrift. Fuck, I don't remember it. Schlick.
It
No, it's
right.
Slick.
No,
It was
it
Slicker.
was slick. It was
It's Slick.
slicker.
No, it's
Slick?
crazy Slick.
Yeah, crazy slick. Yeah, because
I
he
think
was the
so.
weird.
Yeah, and he had some serious sexual allegations against him. You know who else now has some serious sexual allegations against them? Sexual assault allegations against
Co-founder
them.
Rich Campbell.
Rich Campbell.
I
Now,
looked
James,
it up.
I don't know if you've ever seen Rich Campbell. Do you watch Rich Campbell? And have you seen anything with him in it?
I know. I've never heard of Rich Campbell.
Same. But apparently he's
I
a
had no
founder of
clue who this man
OTK.
was.
Apparently he's the founder of OTK. The only thing I've ever seen him in was a clip from the MMO I play, Lost Ark, where he was betting copious amounts of gold on this one thing in the auction so that he could squeeze some gold out of Asmongold, but then he gets the tables turned on him. It turns out he did some pretty...
Asmongold's a member?
Yeah, Asmongold is one of the founders of OTK. He's like the official founder. Founding father. And yeah, he had some sexual assault allegations against him, and they immediately discharged him from the group. Do you
His
know?
charge.
So the allegation? Do you want to hear about the allegations? Because I saw an
Yeah, let's
article
hear
where
it.
I read an article that it was about him, but I don't have it pulled up right now. I'll have to operate off memory.
Pull it up. Pull
So
it up,
this
man.
one, okay, I'll pull it up. It should be in my
Yeah.
history still
We gotta get our
somewhere.
facts right, JD. We're a professional news
Well, I
company
mean,
here.
you can always fact check yourself if you're
No,
interested in the in knowing the truth. But
the truth is out there.
rich, rich allegations.
Rich allegations.
Yeah,
Pretty broad
rich
result.
allegations. Okay, so
These allegations are pretty rich, man.
so there's another Twitch streamer named Azalea Lexi. I probably butchered that name. Azalea Lexi. And she made a twit longer, I think. Or no, she made
I love me some twit
she
longers.
accused Rich Campbell of sexually assaulting her back in 2021. So I guess last year. So I guess she had a physical relationship with Rich Campbell for 4 years, but it seemed like Campbell only saw her as a sexual object. I mean, it sounds like a lot like someone that I know, right, James? James?
I don't think you're talking about me, JD.
In the summer of last year, I think she was trying to not see him anymore, like deny his advances. But
What
I guess
was her name again? What, Lexi?
Azalea Lexi. And so I think he convinced her to like hang out this one time at his apartment. And then oh man, it was something crazy. I will just say it straight out when I find the paragraph for it. He attempted to take her clothes off.
Ooh.
Oh, here it is. He attempted to take her clothes off, and then she was denying him over and over again. And then Campbell started to masturbate in front of her, and then begged her to have sex with him. And then he forcefully put himself inside her, and then finished unprotected in her. So, yes, it was pretty bad.
He Louis C.K'd her, apparently.
Louis C.K'd?
Yeah, the comedian Louis C.K. He got in a lot of trouble because that's what he apparently did. Like, he just did that.
He did people. That thing?
That exact thing.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Serious allegations, as a crime. I saw Asmongold's response to it, and he took it pretty seriously. And they pretty much immediately got rid of him once they figured out what really happened. I guess they launched their own investigation or whatever. I'm pretty sure OTK has their own like legal team or something.
I would imagine after Mizkif, that would be the smart option to just have one on retainer.
Mm-hmm. I haven't seen it because I'm not on social media, but I've also heard that there's a decent amount of people who are attacking her because they think she's lying, which is
that's
I don't know if that's the smartest thing to do. Even if you do think that she's not telling the truth, but I guess attacking people is just the first thing that comes across people. I mean, it makes a lot of sense because it reminded me of you. Because honestly, it's like
you gotta stop.
I would never stop. Not as long as this crapshoot keeps going.
So there's a lot of people who, when they hear a woman accuse a man of something like this, it's mostly like kind of incel guys, like kind of just like really fuck women type guys that will just immediately start attacking the woman. Even if it is a true thing, they'll start attacking her because they're like, why would you even say anything about it? This will ruin his life. And it's like,
I mean, that's kind of the point.
That's the point.
Oh, I guess that's one of the points.
He did something unapologetically horrible.
I kind of get where these incels are coming from because James, my father. No, because my father is
William's one of them.
Is very similar to that. No, actually, William is you might think he looks like one of them, but he's not one of them.
Wait, hold on. I thought we came to the conclusion that William was an incel. Is he not?
What? When did we come to that conclusion?
I thought we'd had a discussion where you're like, yeah, William really hates women.
What? No, I've never said that William hates women.
Oh, okay. I might have misunderstood a conversation we had once. Then.
I think you were misremembering when I was talking about my father. because my father is definitely one of those. But yeah, I mean, I get where they're coming from. You know, they have like personal experience, bad experiences with, you know, bad women. And yes, there can be bad women. So, you know, uh, I get where they're coming from. You know, I mean,
Yeah, it's just
my mother is one of those people, and I guess your mother is also one of those people. So,
we know a couple of bad women.
but you know, that hasn't dissuaded my opinion of all women. You know, I still have yet to see a good woman, but you know, I'm sure they're out there somewhere.
They're real.
They exist, I think. Anyway, though, that's yeah, that's the situation. It's pretty serious. It's pretty dangerous. And OTK's got a lot of cleaning up to do because apparently they just
Yeah.
I don't know what it is with them. It's just because it seems like a trend for them.
Well, you see, JD, I think it could be answered actually really easily.
I'm almost certain that like if like would you be surprised?
Losers.
Would you be surprised that like tomorrow, like Mizkif gets like a bunch of sexual allegations against him and then gets canceled
again?
No, not again. He's never done it. He's only covered up for someone who's done it.
That is my problem with that situation is that people still attack him as if he was the one rather than like attack him because he covered it up. But also don't forget he's not the one that
we
did
don't encourage anyone to attack anyone here on Crapshoot. I don't.
Kill all Nazis.
Jesus Christ, James.
Oops. I'm sorry.
They aren't even close to what real Nazis are. Real Nazis look like little blonde girls from anime.
I forgot. One of them played D&D with us.
I know that you were like really
a black man.
Yeah, you were really like messed up with that, but that was a pretty popular anime. Is literally about the little Nazi girl.
I know that. I realized that. It was just an insane thing. I was like, oh wow, I guess, you know, he really liked this reference art. Oh, his entire character is just based off a Nazi?
I mean, did he do anything in the campaign that was Nazi-like?
He wanted to implement a lot of stuff that the anime character was, and he was like, if I remember correctly from the recordings, he was like trying to be like that, like very subject, like how do I explain? Very Nazi-ish. Like, oh, I don't like orc people and stuff. Like,
what?
He was like being very specific. Like,
I think you have a tendency to misremember a lot of things. So
no, I think I very specifically remember this part properly though. But anyways, yeah, no, fuck Rich Campbell. I had no clue who he was, but fuck him. I apparently knew every other member.
He was super popular, dude. Come on. Apparently OTK is bigger than I thought it was. I don't really watch streamers.
At these OTK like group photos, and I'm like, I can name 90% of the people here. Hey, who's this one random white guy standing next to them?
Rich Campbell.
Who's this guy that they all have at like arm's length away from them?
Whoa. It's he was Asmongold's good friend, and you know, he got pretty emotional when he's like, you know, I found out my friend was not such a great person. And you know, I can't wait for the day that I have to do. I can't wait for the day that I have to do that sort of statement in regards to you when I find out some horrible thing that you've done, and then the crapshoot ends.
Tell me what it is. That
I mean, I don't know. I mean,
no, tell me, Jay. Tell me.
I'm an innocent, pure soul. I couldn't even imagine what it looks like.
Jay, I'm sure you can figure it out. You can tell me.
Maybe a little bit of racism.
Yeah, you can tell me.
Nothing serious, you know. Maybe a little racism.
Sounds about right.
A little bit of a. Maybe a little bit of ableism. Maybe once your little short film comes out, people will start saying that you've.
People are gonna listen back to this podcast and like take the things we say.
They're like, they seriously said this. It's gonna be like a super mega situation.
They won't realize that it was like literally you baiting me into saying stuff.
What was it? What was it called? Oh yeah, they once your little film comes out, and they're like, so this show's very diverse. Who made it? It's like, oh, you know, this some random white dude who looks a lot like a hillbilly, and then they'd be like, oh, so he was just crap. It is just like the same thing of Game Grumps did for their Dream Daddy thing. Where they're like
where it's straight guys make the gay gays.
Yeah, what was it called? There was a term for that. It was like virtue signaling. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they accuse you of virtue signaling, and I come out and I second that, and then
you, a star of said show.
I help the angry mob take you down off the internet, and then I can't wait for that anime arc to happen.
Friend.
No problem, dude. No problem.
Yeah, where would I be without you, JD?
Exactly. I mean, you'd be literally
succeeding.
Insane. Would you, James? Have I been a bad influence, James?
JD, every bad choice. We all have just one bad day, and you've
we all have some bad days, and my aunt's been having a lot of bad days recently. Should I give you a little update on what's been happening with my aunt?
Yeah, tell me about that. Tell me.
Well,
I have something to tell you about my mom when you're done.
Okay, well, you know how she's been texting me like every couple hours, every day for the last
my mom texts
few
you?
months? No, my aunt. My aunt's been texting me. Well, I got a little funny text from her just the other day.
A
little quirky, little funny text.
A little funny guy thing.
A little funny. Did I tell you about this already? The funny text that she sent me?
I think you told me about it. Like, was it on your when we were yesterday?
I think so. It was about her homeless friend, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I just started doing a monologue and gaslighting you.
I'll say this. What she texted me was, over my dead body, they steal magic from us again. They're going to have to kill me. Just pray that they have mercy. Don't leave me half dead. In Jesus' name, amen.
Which is something I would 100% believe your aunt would send you because she sent you it before.
Yeah, she literally sends me almost the same text every single time she texts me, which is, well, number one, pray for me to win the lotto. Number two, they're stealing my magic after she loses the lotto. And number three, something about evil white ladies, which is also in that picture I sent you.
But
in Jesus' name, amen. Pray emoji. What is this? White happy smile emoji? And then the regular smile emoji. Dog emoji. Cat emoji, dog emoji, rose emoji, heart emoji.
Mm-hmm. So many.
And then she says, it's not toward everybody, only the evil white ladies. Sends me a YouTube link that I haven't watched yet. I don't even know what it is. Then she sends me a text 3 hours later that says, my homeless friend, she grabs my phone from me, taking my phone, texting you guys crazy texts. I told her to stop, but she take it to let everyone think it's me texting you guys. I'm sorry. And then pray emoji and then rose emoji, which is funny because that's what she also texted me in the previous text that her homeless friend texted to me. So I guess her style of texting is very similar to her homeless friend. So.
Or she has a signatures thing where it's it leaves a signature at the end of a text and that's what it is.
I'll say that every few texts she'll pop in the pray emoji just to give her some extra blessing and magic,
So I think I might have told you this, but this is exactly what my mom did to me for years.
What, gaslight you into thinking that that she has this random friend who's doing all this bad stuff to you?
She would say all this random stuff. She would send us random YouTube video links to songs about God or
I think that's exactly what she's been sending me. Was these links to songs.
Hold on, JD. Is your aunt my mom?
She might be, but my aunt's not I don't think she's ever been abusive or crazy drunk. She just has a little bit of a problem.
She's never been crazy drunk. She's just been crazy.
She's just kind of batshit insane. So
she's just kind of.
I'm not done yet. There's something else because there was a text. So she sent me that text about her homeless friend on Thursday, but on Monday, I had to scroll up a lot because she texted me a lot between Monday and Thursday. But on Monday, she told me in text that she has over 25K. She owes 25K in bank loans that's due by the end of this year.
Oh my god.
Which is in a week.
She's going to jail. She's going
Which is in a week. And you know what she said to me after she told me she has all these loans? She's in debt.
I can imagine, but go on.
Pray for her. And then she says also, she can get it all back from the Fanatsi 5 ASAP or Daily 3.
The FNAF took it from her.
William. Purple guy.
Your friend William Afton.
I mean, it's simple. All she has to do is just win the lottery, and then she'll pay back her debt. And then she even told me in text that if she wins the lottery, she's gonna give a lot of the money to charity, to the poor. I mean,
wow, she's a real Ludwig.
She's a great person, James. And it's not like she doesn't already have money that she could do that with and is just constantly spending it all on gambling. But I mean,
she couldn't.
No. See, look, she even takes me this very good metaphor. If you drop money on the ground, will nice white ladies or other people turn in your money? And then she didn't answer that question that she sent to me. I guess it wasn't a rhetorical question. She wanted an answer from me, and I didn't text her. I haven't texted her back for any of this. By the way.
JD, big thonk. Really makes you wonder.
I mean, she might be a little racist, but I mean, it's only like mild racism. It's more like xenophobia, like what you are to white people. You know, it's you right, James?
Yeah, on the rating system, it's mild, medium, hot,
very hot, dangerous.
Inferno racism.
Yeah, and see, that kind of racism will put you in hell, as my mom would say. You know. No, I mean, she did tell me that I feel that all nice white ladies that don't know me will not side with me because I'm Asian when it comes to money, but they will for you, especially if you're Caucasian. Would you agree with that statement, James?
I'm not entirely sure what the statement is trying to say.
Even with temporary ex-friend nice white lady Donna was the same. She sided with evil white lady's friends against me to judge me regarding helping the mentally ill and the homeless. Dude, my aunt helps the mentally ill and homeless.
Dude.
How much better of a person can she be?
Big thank.
She's literally in debt because she's spending so much money helping the mentally ill and homeless, dude.
She's just a good person.
And then she tells me she loses.
She's also a gambler, but she's a really good person.
Gamblers can be good people, James. Okay, not every gambler is a bad person.
You look me in the eyes and you say that with a straight face.
What's funny is my uncle is just like my uncle can't really do anything. My uncle-in-law, because my aunt is married to my uncle. I have no idea how their situation looks right now. I love
that statement, by the way, uncle-in-law.
No, he's not my biological uncle.
Yeah, we got this uncle in the divorce.
Yeah. Well, he's white, so I would pray, ask the good angels to give one person combination dream. I've already told you how she relies on dreams to think about the numbers to gamble on for the lotteries, right?
Yeah, I think you've told me about that.
Yeah, and then she lost another 300 and then lost another 300.
You know, they're stealing her magic. So
it's simple. It's just
it's simple. We
stop giving them my 30 years plus more praying for lotto dreams that people didn't earn it. I mean, dude. I mean, when you gamble and you win money, you say that's earned, right?
All the time.
Do you even gamble, James? Have you gambled yet? What's with that red light? What are you looking at?
I gamble.
Well, that's my little update. So I guess she has a little bit of problems to deal with at the end of this year, huh? It won't be a very happy new year for her.
It'll be a happy new year for someone.
You wanted to tell me something about your thing before you wrap up here? We're just about at the end.
Wouldn't I like to tell you something, JD?
What are you even looking at?
I'm editing a picture.
I can't see it. It's so blown out.
So I'm making All Might.
Yeah.
It looks really goofy.
I see.
In this video. So My Hero Academia is getting a live action show on Netflix, and
Oh,
it's
is that why you asked me who would be a good live action casting for All Might?
Yeah, because I was thinking about it, I'm like, I can't think of somebody. I genuinely can't think of somebody. Then I Googled it and I realized that has to be the most obvious but also greatest answer.
Chris Hemsworth.
No, because he's not acting anymore, JD.
What?
Uh,
He's not?
he has Alzheimer's. Uh,
What?
no, he's like twice as likely to get Alzheimer's, so he's trying to take a break from acting to figure stuff out. But people keep talking about him as if he's dead, so it's a kind of fuck situation because like it's very insensitive.
Oh
But
my God, he's dead. Haha.
yeah, that's basically how people are
Imagine
treating
being
it.
at risk for Alzheimer's. I couldn't even imagine being that weak.
Imagine being at risk for Alzheimer's and people don't talk about you like you're still alive.
That's what you get for being tall and handsome. Idiot.
But it's re-sparked my enjoyment of creating fan casts and then like making pictures of it. I finished my Izuku picture the other day.
I have a newfound affinity for fan casts after I found that FNAF fan cast, the FNAF movie fan cast back from 2015
Yeah,
on IMDb.
that fan cast slapped.
That was a slap it. That was a dangerous fan cast. I'll tell you what.
I sent you 3 pictures. 2 of them I'm working on, which is the Bakugo and the All Might
Well,
picture. But
it's me and it's me. Oh,
So
and that's also me.
so the first one, the Izuku one, I chose the actor who played the young Shang-Chi.
Oh, I see.
Because I feel like Ryan Porter or Potter, who plays Beast Boy in Titans, I feel like he's what everybody chooses, but that's because he's just like well known.
Mhm.
And so I was like, okay, who's a not as well known, but is also like who could do it? And then I thought about like, oh, young Shang-Chi, who also has some other acting credits under his belt. And then I was like, okay, for Bakugo, I used to say Cameron Moynihan, who played he's a white guy. Uh, he he's best known for his role in the show Shameless, but others will know him as the Jedi in the Jedi Fallen Order video games.
Uh-huh.
The ginger one.
Oh yeah, I know who he is now. Yeah.
I used to choose him, but then
Wasn't
I changed
he in
it.
horror stories like scary stories to tell in the dark? Is that him in there?
No, no, I don't think he was in
Oh,
that
that
one.
was probably just a lookalike actor, I think.
Yeah, I no, he wasn't in that one. It was somebody else. But I then chose who is iconic to us as fans of Tropic Thunder, JD.
Yeah.
Flaming Dragon. Brandon Suho, who has also done other acting work since Tropic Thunder.
Well,
But
I think that's a pretty good role, but I think a better
he's
role would be Chris Pratt as All Might. So
I hate that. Brandon Soho as Bakugo because every time I see him like post a picture of himself, he's always like in this gear or getup that like looks like almost to the point of Bakugo, just like a step away, minus the blonde hair and stuff. And he just looks he's ripped and stuff. He's young and everything, and it's like perfect,
sure.
good, get him. And then there's All Might, who I am
Who did you even
sure
cast as All Might? That does not look like a
exactly.
very fit picture of him. That's like
Because
an Asian Bob Ross.
it's because I just took like he doesn't have any headshots of him currently, not like staring at a camera, so it was kind of unfair to find a photo. But the actor specifically is the first common writer.
Oh, I see.
Fuji, fuck, I had the name. Hold on, let me pull it back up.
Fuji Totally Real Man is the actor for All Might.
Sorry, Hiroshi Fujikawa or
I see.
Fujikawa, Fujioka. I think Fujioka.
You're pulling a white man right now.
Hiroshi Fujiko. Fuck Fujio.
It's fine, James. You don't have to say it. It's just the first
Hiroshi.
common writer.
Hiroshi, the first common writer, iconic. There's an entire story about a statue built to his common writer that like was the only thing to survive a flood, which is a real story, and it's very inspirational if you ever look into it. It's like a really tragic tale. It's like, but there was one shining beacon of hope in the city after a
The one who
storm.
jump
The
started all
common
those
writer.
those wait time transformation theme songs. Du, 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 du.
But he's like, when I saw someone like suggest him, I was like, oh fuck, the number one hero and the first Kamen Rider, and like especially him being this sort of like infamous name,
That would be
where like
cool.
it was
In
just like
name.
it was a perfect casting to me. So I couldn't find, there's not a lot of good photos of him because
He
like
kind
they're
of
all
looks a
just
little
photos.
out of shape to me. But I guess if he
He's
got it like in shape and ripped, then maybe he could be like an All
he's
Might.
he's like big, but he's not like bad, you know?
But I mean, All Might's All Might. And All
No,
Might
I
literally
know.
looks like a jacked version of Superman.
No, I know. But that's also like why I put him in that muscle suit and stuff. I was like,
Wait,
it can work.
Christian Bale can be All Might. Because he can be
No,
ripped, and then he can also be really small and skinny for those scenes when he's weak. When All Might is like not transformed.
I will not play into this propaganda you were trying to suggest.
It's not propaganda,
Uh,
it's just the truth.
he has what is like probably the bulkiest Kamen Rider suit as well. When he made his return to Kamen Rider, they gave him a
Really?
new suit. It's fucking it's
Whoa, it
armored
is
as shit.
wide. It is a
It's
wide suit.
insane. It's also an incredible suit because
It looks
like
good.
it is nothing like his original. That's him in it.
Yeah, it
Uh,
looks really bulky, but
it's
it looks
so
good.
fucking right, and that's why I was like, fuck it, he could pull it off. He could do it. I believe that they could do it with him, even though he's short. I feel like they could do like a sort of camera angle size difference type stuff.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, no, I feel like they could really do it with him. Use his son, who's also playing a Kamen Rider currently, to play the skinnier version of him.
They could just use a
His
de-aged Arnold
son, his son
Schwarzenegger.
looks just like him when he was younger too. It's insane.
It's
But
almost like they're related.
no, I know, but that's also like when you find people that are related, they don't always look the same. But
Yeah.
like his son like got in his old costume for like a scene of Kamen Rider and like put on the belt and everything, and they look like almost identical. It's
Dude,
incredible.
when
He's
they're
like they're
wearing
like
the
striking the
helmet, it
same
looks
pose.
almost identical.
What was it?
All Might.
You fucker. But
What else
yeah,
could he be?
that's I was thinking about that. I was like, yeah, Chris Hemsworth would be a good
Oh, have I
choice.
said it on recording that the first thing that popped in my mind was Henry Cavill because he played Superman?
Henry Cavill would be a great choice, yeah. But I think he's on the rocks with Netflix. I don't think they would take him.
Oh, is this a Netflix like original or something? The My Hero Academia live action?
Uh, the My Hero Academia live action was sold to Netflix, so yeah.
Ah, I see. Well, I guess we'll be expecting a little flaming pile, huh?
Flaming Dragon.
Flaming dragon.
No,
Dong
but I think it's one of those ones that has very
yo.
good potential because it is being taken by the Alice in Borderland guy
I'm
to
sure.
direct.
I'm
In
sure.
Alice in Borderland, I'm rewatching it. It's better than I remember, especially the effects.
Yeah.
Not
Is it
like
the
the
same Alice in Borderland that Cinema? Oh, sorry, it's not. That's not called that anymore. How to Beat made a video on
yes,
the live action one
yes,
where it's like a death game.
yes. Where
That's
I
good.
would die every time because
Yeah,
I don't know how to figure it out.
because I'm not smart.
Because I watched the scene of them going into the electrified room and they're like, here's all the rules for the light bulb. And I was like, this is impossible. And they're like, well, we close the door, we turn it on for long enough, and we touch the light bulb, see if it's still hot. And I'm like, that doesn't. Oh,
Sure.
oh, that does make sense. I'm dumb.
I mean, How to Beat made it seem a lot easier than that, but you know.
He did. He really took it down. He
It's
was,
sometimes what he just says is just like it makes so much sense. Like, why the fuck did they just do that? It's so easy.
he said something, and I'm like, ow, I'm dumb. It's so obvious.
Yeah, I think yeah, even in that puzzle, he made like he said there was a solution that was just super easy to do. Where it's like just flip some of the switches, and obviously the last one is the whatever the switch is. I don't know, but I really like the How to Beat guy. I'm kind of glad
He,
I'm kind of glad he rebranded his channel to be How to Beat because it certainly is what he did.
yeah, those are some great videos and stuff. I really enjoy his. I also found like a lot of
Dun, dun,
films and
dun,
stuff
dun,
from
dun,
him.
dun, dun. If you were James in a 1954 America
Oh
and
no.
everyone was committing hate crimes, what would you do?
Say nothing.
If you were if you were an asexual if you were an asexual gay in 1940s America, what would you do? This is how to beat societal pressures.
This is how to beat it.
This is how to beat the meat.
This is how to beat homophobia. This is how to beat it.
I love how he's finding all of these like random Asian like death game movies. For some reason, there's just
so
a ton
many.
of them. Yeah, there's a lot of them.
Oh my god, there's so many.
I mean, I appreciate it because it's finally some diversity, you know. That was a joke because there's no diversity in them. They're all Asian. Because you get it, James. You get the joke because
no, Asia, some of them are Japanese, some of them are South Korean.
In Asia, there's literally like this. It's just Asian, and that's it.
JD, I don't see anything. I'm blind. I have, so getting back to my academia. I have faith in it because of the Alice in Borderland director, as well as the Obi-Wan writer. I think it could work if they stay on. That is, if they leave like the Avatar: The Last Airbender like original creators left the live action show. Ooh.
Then we might end up with another Avatar: Last Airbender movie, huh? Oh yeah,
I should watch that for when it comes out. But also,
the My Hero Academia live action. Yeah, you can bring me on. I'll be on there to watch it. Sure.
Yeah. The Shang-Chi, by the way, the young Shang-Chi actor, he is playing the Zuko for the live action.
Zuko for a live action Airbender movie?
What? Yeah, Avatar. He's gonna be playing live action Zuko.
Oh, is there a new one that's coming out?
Yeah, they're making a show on Netflix. That's what I was talking about.
Oh,
that's why I was like, oh, we should watch the movie for when the show comes out.
Oh, so you were referring to Airbender. I see.
Yeah. Sorry, not the new. I know.
So the thing is, I've never actually watched Airbender. Avatar: The Last Airbender, the live action movie. I've never watched it. So.
Oh, the movie?
Yeah, I've never watched the movie.
It's not good.
I've watched the show, not the movie. The animated show I've watched. The live action movie I've not watched.
I can't wait for you to watch, as it takes 20 men to lift a rock that one man could lift.
I can't wait to. I can't wait for us to.
Ground.
I can't wait for us to watch it and then do it how to beat the Airbender Avatar: Last Airbender movie in the exact same style as How to Beat. It's just like an homage to him.
Step 1. Realize the situation you're in and where a gun could solve all problems.
If you were a waterbender in a remote Eskimo tribe and the Avatar has just disappeared from the world, what would you do?
You see, in this scene where it takes 5 men with tiki torches to set a fire to a fire, this is how to beat them. You walk up to them with a knife and you stab them.
This is how to beat the Fire Nation in Avatar: The Last Airbender, live action movie.
Them. Just walk up and stab them. None of them have enough time to bend long enough to get you.
If you use your waterbending powers to fashion a knife out of a rock, and then use said knife to shank the firebenders.
Break a piece of glass and take the shard that remains. Their armor is flimsy and plastic.
Use your airbending skills to siphon the oxygen out of the fire. That way the firebenders have nothing to use.
That's just a real one, JD.
Yeah, I told you this. I'm a writer. I'm a writer for the Avatar movie, the second one, and and thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, you should subscribe. You can see James on all his social media stuff. I don't know if
I'm going to be posting all my fan castings to my Instagram.
Sure. I don't know if you linked all your social media on your YouTube account, but I have your YouTube account linked, and that's.
I have my Instagram linked in there, but also James no last name on most platforms, or if not no last name, then look for the quirky little dumb drawing of guy with a hoodie that has two different flags on it.
Yeah, we're not those dumb little drawings anymore. We're the AI generated cool.
We're AI
cool
generated.
Yeah, we're AI generated now.
Should we feed an AI every episode of Crapshoot and have it write a script for us?
Is there enough content of us out there for it to
be able to
over 100
episodes
to emulate our voices just fine? Maybe.
Well, no. I mean, like, it writes a script based off of what we talk about and
stuff,
and then we.
Oh my god, it's gonna be full of like racism and
Ryan,
holy crap, dude. Yeah, sure. I mean, if you ever find the free time, you can do that. But and I'm guessing you don't have any more time to pay the day, so.
Yeah, but I will have it tomorrow.
Sure.
Well,
I guess that'll be it then.
The day.
Bring us out, James.
So it's actually a really inspiring story where there was this like flood or storm that came to a town in Japan.